Standard 12th, subject physics, first chapter rotational dynamics. From this chapter, let us see the moment of inertia of a uniform disk. Moment of inertia of a uniform disk, and it will be the moment of inertia of that disk about a transverse axis. So in order to obtain that expression for the moment of inertia of the disk, let us consider a disk of mass capital M and radius equal to capital R. So this is the disk having its mass equal to capital M and radius equal to capital R, which is set into rotation about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its plane. So this axis of rotation is passing through the center of the disk and it is perpendicular to the plane of the disk. This disk is rotating with constant angular velocity omega about this axis of rotation. Therefore, for uniform surface density of the disk, for the uniform surface density of the disk, we can write sigma equal to mass per unit area. So that is the surface density sigma of the disk, that is mass of the disk upon mass of the disk upon area of the disk. Now the surface area of this disk will be equal to area of the circle of radius r, and therefore that sigma equal to mass per unit area, that is m upon pi r square, and that will be constant. Now let us divide this disk into number of small ring. So this disk will be divided into large number of rings, and let us consider a ring having its radius equal to r and its thickness will be equal to dr. Now if you consider the concentric rings about this axis of rotation, then the radius of the ring will vary from 0 to r. So all these rings which will lie between this distance r will be having their radius varying from 0 to r, and therefore here we have considered a small ring of radius equal to small r, thickness is equal to dr, so that will be considered as the elemental ring. Then the area of the ring A will be equal to, now area of that ring of mass dm, radius equal to small r, will be equal to 2 pi r into dr. So that will be the area of the ring, that is circumference into thickness. Then the surface density of the ring, the surface density of the ring sigma will be given as mass per unit area of that ring, that is dm upon 2 pi r dr. In this case, this elemental ring is considered, so this will be only the ring and not the disk. Therefore from inside it will be hollow and its thickness is dr and radius is equal to r. Dm is taken as the mass of that ring, and therefore mass of the ring dm will be equal to 2 pi r sigma into dr from this relation. So dm will be equal to 2 pi r sigma into dr. Then as we know the mass of the ring, now let us find the moment of inertia of that ring. So moment of inertia of the ring IR will be given as mass into square of distance, that is square of radius, and that is equal to dm into r square. So if you consider the moment of inertia of this one ring, then there are large number of rings with varying radius from 0 to r, and therefore the moment of inertia of the whole disk, the moment of inertia of that disk will be obtained by integrating this moment of inertia of the ring from 0 to r, and therefore the moment of inertia of the disk I will be equal to integration 0 to r I r, that will be equal to integration 0 to r dm into r square. Therefore we can put the value of dm in this relation. Therefore I will be equal to integration 0 to r 2 pi r sigma dr into r square. Now this r into r square will become r cube, and 2 pi sigma, all these are constant, therefore taken out of integration. Hence we will get I equal to 2 pi sigma integration 0 to r cube dr. But the integration r cube dr is r raised to 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1, so that you will get I equal to 2 pi sigma into r raised to 4 upon 4 from 0 to r. Now putting the upper limit only, because lower limit of integration is 0, therefore we will get I is equal to 2 pi sigma into r raised to 4 upon 4. So that put the value of sigma here, therefore I equal to 2 pi into m upon pi r square. That is the surface density of the disk into r raised to 4 upon 4, and therefore cancelling pi, this 2 2s are 4, then r square will get cancelled from this r square, and hence we will get I equal to half m r square. This expression gives the moment of inertia of that disk about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its plane.